Welcome back. In today's episode, we are going to take a look at the new free Podia website builder. And on the screen here, you will see the onboarding and welcome goals, which is what you'll see the first time you log in to your new free account. This is my second recording of this, so hopefully it goes better than the first, because the first time I selected this one, set up your email list to send broadcasting campaign. And that's the only option I selected, and I thought I'd be able to go back to this builder, and it wasn't available. So this time I'm going to make sure I select every option so that I can come back to it when I'm ready. It'll show me my dashboard. See what happens. All right. So I have at the top, products, community, email, coupons, audience, affiliates, sales. This here is notification settings. This is a help button. This right here is very helpful. Weekly live demo. I did that a few times when I first started, and I might do it again, just with the new editor. Right here is your profile, and you can view your site, which we don't have anything, edit the site settings, account settings, billing, and refer a friend. Let's get started down here. Looks like everything that I checked is available here. So I'm going to select this one because I think it's going to allow me to have a full template of the website, which will probably include email. So let's just check this one out first. All right, and we have a video here from Ben Tolson.
Hello, welcome to the Podia Site Editor. You don't have to be a seasoned web designer to make a masterpiece. The Podia Site Editor makes it easy to add images, videos, pages, and sections of all kinds. Take it from Podia creator Joseph D'Amico. He says, Podia makes website building so fun. I feel like I could set up a site in an afternoon and it would look great.
All right, so I'm going to skip that for now, but I'm sure it's a great video. Go setup. We have another editor template here, and I want to start from scratch and build everything myself. No. I want a simple page that collects emails, so this must be what I selected after I did that other option. It looks really good, but it was literally just the one thing. A link page, and that would be kind of like what you see on Instagram with just a few buttons for link. But I want to create a full website and see what that option does. All right, so we're going to select full website and then continue. I'm just going to search. I doubt there's any good logos. Let's just select an icon here. Well, again. All right, let's just use this guy. And brand color right now is the Podia purple, so the brand will show your buttons like this. All right, I'm going to select my color here. And obviously you can pick your hex colors or RGB colors, or move the slider around. And just to make a point, I'm going to pick this obnoxious green here and select continue so that you will see this wherever. Add your bio. So I guess this would be a picture of myself. Again, you would choose your image, or I'm just going to search an image of biker dude. All right, here's my alter ego. A heading. I wonder if it'll say that. Welcome to my site. So you would want to make sure you have an outline before you get started here. You'll make sure you have this information. Every page gives you these options pretty much. A photo, a heading, or sometimes it's called a title. And then you'll have this block here. And this is your editor. It basically is like what you see in email, where you can bold, italicize, link. You can increase the text by switching the different heading options. So if I do it this way, it'll be bolded and bigger than that way. And then you can make it quote, where it just looks a little different. You can embed code, have bullet points, numbers. You can also attach a file here. One thing to note is Podia doesn't offer video uploads for the free site, but you can link your videos here. I'm going to grab something from YouTube, right click, and if you paste it as a plain text, it usually will post it without being a link. You can type in your socials here, and that will show up at your footer section. Show me my site. Wow, right away you can see that we have a website here. And at the top you can choose whether you want to view it as a mobile to see the options here. And of course tablet mode. Just notice that in tablet mode the menu bar will show up and you don't have your navigation bar, these two items here to navigate to. And each of these areas where it's changing colors and you see the plus mark is a section. So if you want to edit any of these sections, you just go to the pencil and edit that. When we click on this home page over here, we can see our pages. So we have the home page, which right now you navigate to the home page by clicking your logo. We have the about page and the services. So those are these links. You can have pages here. If you wanted to add a bunch of different pages that don't show up in your navigation, you don't have to do that. And then we have a checkout success page. So if somebody signs up for your email or they buy something, this is what the page will look like. Again, it has the same header, footer, the email capture, and just the links here. This right here is just some code it'll automatically update to whatever the name of your product is. So it would say you've now got access to my favorite freebie, whatever you named your product. This is a very important page that you'll want to update later. I probably won't get into it today. Let's see what the about page is, because it did ask us earlier for that picture. There's my alter ego. It put the video on the side. This is the one that was not underlined, and then this is the example underlined. So if you want to embed it, again, you want to make sure you paste it as plain text. And then tell people more about yourself. All right. We're going to go back to the home page and see how we can edit each of these sections. I would say just edit these sections one at a time without deleting too much of it, just so you can kind of have each of these options available to you. I mean, unless you just totally don't like it. It's unfortunate that Podia doesn't offer more templates. So like, this is, I created I selected to design a whole website with links. And so they gave me this, but I really like it. It has this links section here. If I wanted to edit that, I would just hit the pencil here. And now I can edit here. These are the links to all your stuff. Let's say I delete that, and then you'll see on the right where it changed. I'm going to Control Z to bring that back. And if you wanted to add a button, this is where you would do that. And you have to have a link. So like the button won't show up unless you have a URL with the www included. Let's see, I don't think it will work if I just do this. Let's see. Okay, well, it is showing up, but it might not work when I actually publish it. I'm not sure. The 3 links that it has here, my blog, my portfolio, my Instagram, if you wanted to change those links, this is where you would do it. And let's see what it looks like when you add an image here. I like these icons. And you have to go back. I wish you could just kind of go to the next one, but we're going to do that again. Select another icon. The reason I'm selecting icons from the same, if you look at it, I'll show you the next one. I'm going to go to this Instagram. I guess I should have paid attention, made this the Instagram image. And I'm guessing you can, let's publish this. I'm guessing you can click on the picture or any of this section here for it to be clickable, hopefully. Let's just see what that looks like real quick. Can you click on the picture? Yeah, you can click on the picture or the title. Can't click on the body text itself or the description, but these two will take you there, so that's good. And I did not change that, so that still will not work. Let's go on down. This is when you click edit, you want to take a look right here. This will tell you what the section title is. It's an email form. And your heading, you want to choose a background image or an image. I believe this goes to the background. So you can see that changed the look of the page pretty quick. So what you'll want to do is click design. Each of the sections have a design. And you can see here it's centered media on top. You can put the media on bottom. So we have entice email subscribers, the media on the bottom. Or you can have it left and right. Now, of course, this is in the desktop mode. When you go to tablet, tablets and phones typically stack things more. But on the desktop, you have some options. Plain. So you have it side by side. That looks good. Media right, if you want to swap it. Media left, that's the one we started at. Centered, media top, bottom. So this right here reminds me of ConvertKit. You like that option? And if you wanted an actual background image, it's here under design. So if I wanted to now add another background, I wonder what it would look like. It's probably gonna look crazy. It looks alright. Added the same picture that's here and just it resized it and made it to the background, and they changed grayscale and contrast you can adjust. So if I change the grayscale, then it would look more like the picture in the front. But you mess with that, mess with the blur. Obviously you can make it look like, it's barely there if you blur it enough. Again, in tablet mode, that won't really be. In tablet mode, I guess you can see it, but in the phone, sometimes you can't really tell what backgrounds are anyways. I'm going to remove that background. And we're going to stick with this. So this is a left media, left email, media is on the right. I like the card style as well. I think that looks nice. Usually what I end up with, and this is a card with a split, but with the kind of zoomed in more there. Or cover is similar to having a background, but that's what that looks like. And I think that's useful as well. I'm going to keep it as a card. I don't want to change this too much. This section here is really nice. It's a, we select the edit button here, it's a testimonials section. So it allows you to have a title, a description, and you can also add buttons. And then these images and testimonial links are down here. So when you select, this is where you would change this text here and the links. So that's really helpful. You need to make sure you have testimonial section. People usually read the reviews first before they buy your product. And when you click new testimonial, it actually gives you like an alias here. They just have I guess an ongoing list of names. This person doesn't have a picture, but you could just search the image. Now I wonder if the image is the same size here. Yeah, so it resizes the image so they all match. I don't see, well, we can check the design option. Right now we have, the center definitely looks better. And we have it centered with the photos on the bottom. Let's see what the photos on top. That's just your choice. Columns, if you want the pictures to be bigger, that looks kind of nice. Especially if I got rid of this. I think it looked better with just 3. And back to how they had it here. Did I select this option? Photo left. Do a card. See, again, I kind of like the card. It kind of puts the shadows on there. Not sure why I like that option so much. And the cover. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that too, a little bit. If the images were, as long as you can read the text over it. Go back to plain, where we just get the circle here. And I don't like this guy here. I'm going to delete that. I liked it where it was just 3. And then we have, this is a text section. Kind of looks like a footer section because of the color. So right here it says call it on an important page. Standout text section. Add a background image to really draw the eyes. And then, of course, this has a button. And the design here, they have a image already chosen. Let's see what that image looks like. Full screen. So that actually looks nothing like the image because obviously you can mess with the opacity here. And I can make it, I guess if I change the grayscale on it to make it look more like. Oh, they also have the blending mode. I forgot about that. So if I go to normal and go back, mess with that. Wow, I really messed it up. I like the way they had it originally, of course. There you go. You can kind of see the colors. And so obviously it's easy to kind of mess something up, but just kind of take note of what you're changing so that you can get it back. I guess you don't have to publish it as well. So if you click done, but there's really no go back. So this is on multiply, and we'll put that back, and I forget where this was, somewhere around there. But obviously it looked better the way they had it, and me messing with it. I'm going to close that. This last footer section allows you to put a few more links. So down here we have the about and the services links. And we can add a new link if we wanted to, like for products or something. We can also add our socials here. I'm going to paste Podia's Twitter because I don't have one for this, just so we can see where it shows up. And there it is. You see that there. I'm guessing they will go across the screen. Let's see if I put in Twitter again. Is it going to? Yeah. So whatever link I put in, it's just going to change the icon. So make sure you have the right link. I don't know if you can change the colors of the icons down here. Maybe one of these options will change it. Maybe it's what color is that? Heading, text, background, button, background, green. So it's not that. So maybe it's one of these. That doesn't make sense. No, that did change it. Okay, so it's the text there, but it also will change the text here. I'm going to Control Z. Hopefully that will go back. And Control Z doesn't work, so I'm just going to pick one of those dark colors to change that back. The other one that was similar was heading. So before I forget, I'm going to copy this color, go back to text, and paste it in. So they're the same again. I'm really liking this. I guess we didn't edit this first section here, but obviously if you wanted to change that image or change the layout, you could really make the whole web page look different by doing that. But I think the original is less cluttered. Like, it doesn't take up as much space, so people don't have to scroll as much. I don't think I've covered fonts. You can change all of your fonts here. So you have two options to change your fonts. You can basically change your heading font and then your main text fonts. There are a lot of options to choose from. Like, there's nothing in design that allows me to choose different fonts here. If you're wanting to change the fonts, it's going to change all of your fonts across your headings and your text. I'm going to publish this, see what it looks like. Go to View Site. Again, it comes up, this is your URL, and I'll show you where to change that in a minute. And this is our site with our new icons here. Just a few changes. Oh, that didn't turn out too bad. Maybe I got it back to similar. Of course, if you click on any of these, they're going to take you all to twitter.podia. But let's click on one just for fun. Yeah, it just opens up the Twitter page there. If you want to change your site, we'll go to Done. And it's up here. We go to Site Settings. And then go to Domain. So this is gentrytraining.podia.com. If I wanted to change that to something else, then I would just change that there. And if you wanted a custom domain, you can upgrade, of course. Right now is a good time to choose your subdomain since it's new, so that it's available.